This is possibly the worst timing ever. I have to leave in like 15 minutes and the garbage truck is outside and I had to turn off my fan to film this video, so I am sweating. But like I've said in my other videos, is I am just stopping trying to be perfect because I am so not perfect. I'm getting ready for work, so I thought why not just show you how I do my makeup for work. Kind of like a get ready with me video. I'm running late. So I really need to get this going. It's minimal and it's definitely not like a stay proof type of makeup look. I find that even when it rubs off on my mask, at the end of the day it still looks decently good because I don't do anything, how would I say this, specific. Like I don't do like an extreme contour line, I don't do extreme wing liner, nothing with a crisp line, I don't do anything on my lips, so it just kind of all gets like blurred in even more, blended in even more as the day goes by with my sweat and tears. Also, I just don't care. Like I just want some makeup on my face. So I'm going to show you guys how I try my best to keep my makeup on throughout the day to stay on at work while being a dental hygienist. Hey everyone, if you're new here, I'm Diana. I'm a dental hygienist and a content creator. I always have to add in I try to be a content creator because of so many breaks that I take. My videos are mostly focused on my life and showing you the behind the scenes of what it's like to be a dental hygienist, a regular human being, and just being a flawed human being. So if you want to see more, make sure to click that subscribe button. It really helps my channel out, and also when you guys comment and like the video. Thank you so much for all of you that have subscribed already and show love and support for my videos. So anyways, I start with skincare. I wake up in the morning, brush my teeth, floss, use a mouthwash. My skincare in the morning is basically wash my face and I use this moisturizer, and then I use the Unseen sunscreen by Supergoop. Found this is the only one that I consistently put on every day because it doesn't feel greasy. All the other ones I've tried on before felt not, they're somewhere like decent but not good enough for me to like feel like I need to put it on every day. But I basically do like 2 lines there. Thank you construction workers for being up and working this early in the morning. I bring it down to my neck. Settles in pretty much right away. Yeah, it just doesn't feel greasy. I don't know. I know it's expensive and I got the bigger version of it, like the extra large size or whatever. For some reason, color correctors, when I was looking for one, it was really hard to find. They used to be such a big thing and now I had such a hard time finding just like a peach color corrector. So I use this one from Bobbi Brown, which I really like. It's in Bisque. I hope, oh my gosh, I hope I'm saying that right. It's a little tube like that. And then I just put it on underneath my eyes. I have a makeup brush that I like to use sometimes to blend out this one, but today I'm going to save this for the concealer part and just use my fingers. And this is all like super quick. It usually takes me less than like 5 minutes to do, but since I'm talking to you guys, it's taking a little bit longer. Sometimes too, I'll use my Milani eyeshadow primer and I'll put it on my eyelid and underneath to have more staying power, but I could care less today, honestly. I have to say, I cannot pronounce these names properly. It's the way that I was taught English and like how I speak Croatian. In Croatian you like say how it's spelled and in English you don't, and so my mind gets super confused. So I use this concealer. I'm not gonna say the name of it, I'll just like link everything down below. I've been liking it. It's not like my oh my god it's amazing, but it does the job. And I usually just put it in the corner here. I'm using my viewfinder, by the way, to do my makeup, so I hope this turns out good. I have 2 shades of this. One's a little bit darker because annoyingly they sent me the wrong shade the first time. I do sometimes like to use that concealer if I feel like my eye bags are not being covered enough. You don't want to be using too light of a concealer on anything you actually want to cover up. So I like to minimize the blueness underneath my eyes as much as I can with a concealer that's my exact match or a little bit darker, and then I'll do the highlight on top of that. Next step, foundations. What's the word for this? Makeup brush. And then I also use the same brand concealer. I just use 2 pumps. Don't get on my bedding, please. 2 pumps. And I always start where I have the most to conceal, which is my jawline here. So while I'm blending out here, I want to discuss a little bit more about my money situation. I've been listening to the financial, or what is it called? Financial Feminist podcast, and just because I wanted to find someone that had the same views on money as me, which was not so much restriction. And she made the first one that I listened to, which was just a random episode, I can't remember which one it was, but she compared you know, all these like saving money tactics, plans, rules from other famous or well-known financial advisor people. Was it just imitated diet culture in terms of like restriction, and then you're so restricted that you can't even enjoy life, so then you overspend, and it's like a cycle. And it's the same thing with dieting. You restrict yourself and then you overeat, and then you're back at square one kind of thing, maybe even worse off. So yeah, I've been really into learning ways that I can like not necessarily save my money, but just make the most of it. Yeah, and she just made such a good point. And I think I already knew this in the back of my head. She just kind of brought it to the front. That it is kind of related to diet culture. How the failure of diets is usually that they're too restrictive. And some, not all people, obviously, because some restrictive dieting works for a lot of people as well. But some people just can't handle being that restrictive, which is me. Because like, why did I put myself through all this trouble of school only to act or not spend my money on anything? I don't know how to put this into words, but basically like living my life the way I was during school and before, which by the way was fucking miserable for me. I couldn't even afford to buy people gifts. I couldn't even afford to like really go out and enjoy a cup of coffee at a coffee shop. Like that stressed me out, spending money on that. She does talk about not having like a lifestyle creep, but I think in my own thoughts and opinions, I think that as an example for me, going from someone who couldn't spend any money because they didn't have anything, of course there will be some lifestyle creep at the beginning. And if you guys don't know what it is, it's basically the more money you earn, you start buying more expensive stuff. Getting a new place that's more expensive, buying a new car that's more expensive. When you have nothing, of course there is going to be some lifestyle creep, which she didn't really go into that part. Actually, I'm gonna do my brows next. So once this is done, I use the COVERGIRL Easy Breezy Brow in Taupe, light pale, and a lot comes in here, honestly. So I like to scrape off the sides. This I might need an actual mirror for. Are you kidding me? That's never happened before. Look at that. That's never happened. I also never do my makeup like this in my room. Anywho, I'm kind of bringing up this money stuff just as like a, not a warning, but to just kind of start thinking about, you know, how much money you're going to be making, how much money or how often you want to be working, and just kind of start to get your budgets in order, especially if you are here as a dental hygienist or any nursing, anything that pays really well, and you're going from nothing to, you know, quite a lot. And this is me talking as like a single, like I have no dependents, like I'm just taking care of me kind of thing. I would really work on your relationship with money, just as people recommend working on your relationship with food. The kind of go hand in hand. I'm using the Hourglass Ambient Lightening palette, so I use the lighter one underneath my eyes, and then I go with the bronzer, and then last I go with this in-between shade to kind of blend it all out. And then, yeah, use the little fluffy brush, that last color, and that's kind of like my blush. Go a little bit over my nose. That's it. That's all I do. I usually have a lash lift, so my lashes are curled. They're uncurling now, and honestly it starts to irritate my eyes if I wear mascara for too long, so add a mascara, and then that's pretty much all I do. It looks so much better already. Just light thin layers, so when it rubs off on my mask it's like not that much kind of thing, and it's easy to just kind of like pat it back in. But I really like the ambient glow ambient palette, light palette, whatever the hell it's called, because it just like adds dimension to your face. I'm gonna leave it like that. I have to get going. I have to grab something to eat. I'm gonna be late. Thanks so much for watching, guys. This is just like a fun little video that I wanted to get out there. Let me know down in the comments below. Not necessarily, you don't have to tell me what your financial situation is, but just tell me like what you want to do with your money once you're done school, or you know, whatever you're saving for, because I don't know, I just like hearing that kind of stuff from people. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!